rockets off the tip. Here are the 5 for the Suns. We've got Davis, and it's Stoudemire in at the 5. Paul passes to Olajuwon, and it's... Flush down, a nice jam.
He's shaking the hoop. He's actually shaking the whole building.
Oh, what a slam. Look here, the fans going crazy right now. Marion misses. Here's Olajuwon. Harden scanning the floor. Launches it. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
You gotta chase Harden off that three-point line. He is too good of a shooter to be given any airspace from that line.
And the basket by Stoudemire.
He just makes it look so easy on offense. Like, who takes pleasure in torturing defenses? He does.
Now here's Harden. Pass to Yao. Yes, and a nice assist from Harden.
Nice feed inside, saw the play develop and hit him right when he needed to.
Outside Davis. And there's the screen. Shoots over Harden. Here's Stoudemire. And the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there.
Second chance points are always painful. Have to make the effort to box out.
Yeah, I'm going to go out on a limb here and say they need to emphasize rebounding going forward.
Now here's Harden. He's in his comfort zone. 2 for 2 to start this one.
I'm just going to say this. I don't think the average fan understands how strong Harden is. He has no problem finishing through contact with those wide shoulders. And that's how you lead a team. Literally.
Pass to Olajuwon. Here's McGrady. No good there.
Give the defender credit. Willing to challenge the shot. Lots of other guys just let them score there.
Just such a terrific dunker.
Man, born to fly, that's for sure. Houston in the lead. Here's Harden. Good on the bucket. Harden's got 7 points.
Look at those handles. Look at James Harden getting crafty with the ball, mixing up the defender.
On the wing, Davis. Some nice ball movement by Phoenix. Here's Stoudemire. And the Suns getting another bucket right there.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
Come on, B.A. Emphatic slam from a player who does it better than most.
Oh, defense optional when the freight train is coming.
Always on attack mode. We see him do this night after night.
Suns trail by 3. To the inside. It's intercepted. Here's McGrady. And he lobs it up to the rim. Alley-oop up top. Hammer it home.
Woo! I just love that alley-oop slam, B.A.
Defense disorganized. Defense pays. And it's Phoenix's ball. Nash passes to Kidd. Here's Stoudemire. Sinks another one. He's on a roll, starting 4 for 4.
Good decision making. Scopes the situation, puts the pass right on the mark.
Here's Paul. Sweet little floater.
Fantastic touch, like a little rainbow from Paul.
Suns trail by 5. Pass to Kidd. Here's Nash. Here's Stoudemire. And he wills that one in, sinking it right through the back of the iron. Stoudemire's got 10.
Good heads-up basketball. Sees an opening and capitalizes.
They set the pick. Drives to the hoop.
Can you say immediate entry into the highlight reel? Woo! What a dunk, D.A.
It's showtime now, man. They've built up a lead, and they're starting to rub it in. Look great. For 3, and the basket by Nash.
But the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Now here's Johnson. No points yet. Here's Stoudemire. Good on the 13-footer.
Being opportunistic, just taking what the defense allows.
Yeah, if they aren't going to take away his space from mid-range, look, he's going to continue to shoot it.
And he's going for the lob.
Looking for the spectacular and coming up empty.
Just go to show how tight your timing needs to be on this kind of play.
James Harden. He's been the guy making things happen. And it's been a pretty even game here after one quarter of play. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from here for the Rockets.
Oh, boy, they've been driving deep into that defense early on, and it's paid off. Great penetration from the perimeter so far.
And the other thing you notice is how determined they've been to get into the paint and get buckets around the rim.
On the floor for Phoenix, we've got Davis. Johnson is out there with Devin Booker. Then it's Larry Nance. And it's Adams in at the 5, roaming the paint. Ooh, Booker from range. Pure. Booker's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc. And here's Paul. Outside Harden. Shot clock at 6. Fires the 3. Another 3 from Houston.
This is what great shooters do. Harden is rising to the three-point challenge.
And the call will be against James Harden. That's his first foul of the game.
Personal foul. First team foul. In for Phoenix.
And about a minute gone in the second quarter. Puts it up from 17. McGrady grabs a miss.
Hey, sometimes the best looks don't equate to points.
And he makes it on the layup. And now a 5-point Rocket lead.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
Phoenix calls timeout. A minute and a half gone in the second quarter. Outside Johnson. Johnson with a bucket. Johnson's got his first points in this one.
And you like the balance here. Not just falling in love with the 3-ball.
Here's Paul. And it's good. Fought through contact. Hit the shot and will go to the line. And he'll be shooting his first free throw.
The thing I love about Chris Paul is that he is so focused on making his teammates better. Every team would love to have a floor general like that.
Now here's Johnson. Here's Stoudemire. Now with a rebound. And it's Paul with the ball for the Rockets. They lead by 6. That's their biggest margin. Yow, good.
The basketball genius of Paul in action, finding those chances to set his guys up.
And Phoenix has possession. That's to Stoudemire. It's hauled in by Houston.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
McGrady, good.
Capable of playing either guard position. Harden's sense for when his teammates are open is ridiculous.
And so it's Phoenix with it. Outside Johnson. Over to the left wing to end the run. Stoudemire. Ooh, now 7 for 9 after that make.
And I love it. Challenging the bigger defender and showing plenty of heart.
He's not going to back down from anyone. Gotta commend the fearless attitude right there.
Here's McGrady. Give him 8 points now.
Their offense is looking like a well-oiled machine, getting any look they want.
Right about that. Seems like they haven't missed.
Suns trail by 10. Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. McGrady grabs a miss.
And he's usually able to score on that type of defense rather easily. Surprising to see him come away empty.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thank you, BA. Well, a lot of French players are coming into the league, and Rudy Gobert said it's amazing. The first ones, like Tony Parker and Boris Diaw, they paved the way. Now, French kids aren't scared to dream about the NBA. They have role models that they can look up to and try to follow. Back to you, Brian.
Merci. Ali, thanks for the report.
You know, I think this guy just loves the game of basketball. The preparation, the interaction with his teammates. He has fun out there on the floor.
Phoenix calls timeout. Van Arsdale passes to Nash. For three, Booker. Now with a rebound.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots. Woo! I just love that alley-oop slam, BA.
Defense disorganized, defense pays. Suns trail by 14. Nash passes to Stoudemire. Paul with a steal. Outside Harden. Jacks up a three. Nails it from beyond the arc. Harden's got 18.
And this is how he shines.
Yeah, you got to know where he is at all times, especially when he's roaming around the perimeter ready to fire.
Now here's Harden. He's got 18. Pass to Olajuwon. 6 to shoot. McGrady. It goes again. His 6th basket in 7 tries.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Yeah, they're going to do a much better job of putting a little bit of pressure on him on his way to the hoop.
Here's Stoudemire. 16 points for him. And that one is hammered home.
And if you try to block his shot, you risk getting posterized because he is good at using that height to his advantage.
Three-pointer, Harden. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Here's Nash. Lets it fly from 18. Again, Phoenix. Good for 2.
That's why you keep your head up. If the assist is there, you can pounce.
And so it's the Houston Rockets in a good situation, up by 13 points to close the quarter. They hold a real solid lead right now. Love their approach tonight. We're coming right back. Don't go anywhere.
Get ready for the fan half-court shot. Drum roll. They're measuring up the shot.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly in the second. We are seeing an outstanding game from James Harden.
They've leaned on him to provide a lot of offense, and that's how he likes it.
He always wants to be a go-to guy for them. I'm sure he'll be calling for the ball even more in this half.
Here's Nash. James Harden out there with Chris Paul. And it's McGrady in at the 3 slot. So that's who's on the floor for the Rockets. Here's Stoudemire. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Pass to Nash. The 3 is up. It's rebounded by Olajuwon. Houston leading by 13. Three-pointer, Harden. And how about that? 8 for 9 now.
A consistent and standout scorer. It's really no surprise to see Harden making a big impact out there.
Pass to Chambers. Now here's Davis. Over Harden. Chambers picks up the loose ball, but he was in the backcourt. They'll give it up.
We've seen more than a few miscues from them tonight.
And if they want to come back in this game, look, they got to clean up those mistakes.
Outside for Harden. Houston working the ball around. It's stolen away. And the Suns pushing it up now. Here's Davis. Baseline jumper right on the money.
Oh, excellent work in transition. Pushing the ball up the floor like that helps you find easier shots.
Harden can't hit. Suns trail by 14. Here's Marion going inside, and he gets that one.
And he has to build on this because we can see where him being a ghost out there has gotten them so far.
Out left to the wing. There's a screen. McGrady the pass to Olajuwon. Perfect pass to set up the lay-in. Olajuwon's got 8.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's going to put his foot on the pedal.
Here's Stoudemire. 18 points for him. Outside Davis. 6 on the shot clock. Marion misses. Houston leading by 14. Paul passes to McGrady. Yes. And it's Paul with the assist that time. Paul's got his 4th assist in this one.
Yeah, it's easy to see why they go to him so often, because they know they can depend on him to come through for them.
Outside for Davis. Inside. The shot by Stoudemire, no good. And here's Houston. Here's Harden. And then Harden with the jam.
Athletic move by Harden. Okay, I see you throwing it down on top of the defense.
And it's the Suns with the ball. Here's Nash. From the arc. Sinks the tray. 6 points for him.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
Since half, there's been a stark contrast between these teams. I'm talking about efficiency at the offensive end.
And start with their defense. They've been intense on that end, and they can actually help their offense as well. When guys are moving the ball, sharing it, it makes the game so much more fun, both as a player and as a fan.
Oh, excellent D there from Harden. Houston leading by 15. Pass to Paul. Here's Olajuwon. And another basket for Houston. 1:44 left in the third quarter. And here's Davis. Puts up a 3. Marion misses. Here's McGrady. 14 points for him. Oh, yes. Whoa. Throw it down. Oh, what a finish with a reverse dunk.
Few create shots as easily as Paul does for his teammates. He is just a great setup guy.
Here's Marion. Hey, how's that for an answer? Right back with the dunk.
Hanging on the rim, just showing off.
That's how you extend the glory right there. Harden can't hit. Suns trail by 17. Marion passes to Stoudemire. Uses the glass on the layup. Stoudemire's got 20 points.
He's bringing a lot of energy to this offense, not letting the scoreboard discourage him right now.
He's going to keep putting up shots regardless of the score. That's the kind of player he is.
Here's McGrady. He's got 16. 4 on the clock. He buries it from 3. Paul's got 8.
What quickness from Paul. Gets the ball and instantly puts up a shot. That's quick.
Here's Nash. He has 6. To the wing on the left. Pass to Chambers. And the call will be against James Harden. That'll be a second foul of the game.
First team foul. In for Phoenix.
So it's Phoenix now. Nash misses. And so it's the Houston Rockets. A sizable 18-point lead at the end of the period. It hasn't taken them too many shots to get their points. They're winning with efficiency. And more NBA action on 2K Sports. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist to the game.
And from the 2-guard spot, an unselfish play like this sets a fantastic tone.
And from a team perspective, having your off-guard rip-off passes like that, it's awesome. It shows you have guys willing to give up the rock.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may already be out of hand. On the court for the Suns, getting the fourth quarter going. They've got Johnson, and it's Stoudemire in at the center position, locking down the middle. McGrady knocks down the long K. McGrady's got 19 points.
And it only makes sense to give him the rock again. He put the team on his back all game.
Yeah, just keep feeding him. That guy is a man on a mission. And the defense, well, they don't have much of an answer.
And he lobs it up. Nice catch and finish on the lob.
smooth finish off a terrific feed.
Man, the timing and execution couldn't have been any better right there. The Suns trail by 21 to the paint. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
No settling for an outside shot there. They went right to the hoop.
Here's McGrady. Puts it in off the killer crossover. McGrady's got 9 points now in the second half.
And staring at a sizable deficit, the defense has to tighten up.
Johnson passes to Stoudemire. And the layup is good off the glass.
He is getting everything he wants. The defense is seemingly powerless to slow him down. It's sad.
Pass to Olajuwon. Outside Harden. Sends it home from three-point land. 26 points for him.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from three-point range.
And you see this so much more nowadays in the NBA. Teams putting a larger emphasis on jacking up threes.
The shot by Johnson, no good. The Rockets lead by 22. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a three-point play. All right, a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from here for Houston.
Oh, they've been punishing the inside defense consistently in this one. Look, it's been a very productive area of the floor for them.
Yeah, another thing you notice are all the assists. The ball just has energy, and everyone is getting involved.
Left side, Paul. To the middle. Here's Olajuwon. Here's Yao. And that one's good with extra effort on the glass.
And that's a backbreaker for the defense. I mean, offensive boards like that run momentum against you.
And you can see them just deflate after giving up that score. And they know that they can't dig themselves out of this hole if they're allowing second chance points.
4 on the clock. Here's Davis. And no good, trying to use the glass. Now here's Harden, tightly guarded, and it's Phoenix with the rebound. Davis with it. Harden picks him up. They need this. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. And it's Harden with the big finish.
Oh, that has to hurt if you're the defense. Harden getting fancy with the jam.
And the foul on Chris Paul. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Stoudemire, the pass to Marion. No good on the triple.
You know what? He's got to look to get other guys involved. The three-point stroke is off.
Here's McGrady. And it's good. 2 points. McGrady's got 25 points in the game.
Oh, looks like somebody came out this half on a mission. And his intensity on offense has been fun to watch.
And he lobs it up top. Here's Harden. Takes it inside. And Harden with the slam.
They've been very well-rounded and extremely focused.
Yeah, not just an impressive showing on offense, but on defense as well, executing their game plan perfectly.
They set a pick. Down low. Tipped. Here's McGrady. Counted. McGrady's got 15 points here in the second half.
Give a good player a good look, and you know what the outcome will be.
Chalk up 2 there.
Even though his team is lagging behind, he's playing like winner. Too bad his attitude isn't spreading to the other guys.
Outside Paul. 44 seconds left in the fourth quarter. 5 to shoot. Here's Harden. Hits the rim on the way in, and the bucket is good. Harden's got 32 points.
And guys, that's got to be the dagger. This is how you finish a game.
And it felt like they just flipped the switch to go on that run and see. Oh,
that was unbelievable!
Wow.
Now that is a finish for the ages.
Pass to McGrady. Unloads from 13. No good. And so it's the Rockets taking care of business in this one, showing that they're the far superior team. They win it going away.
I'll tell you what, give it up for their fans. They love to watch this team dominate. You best believe they're all going home happy tonight.
And that'll do it, folks. For Grant Hill, Richard Jefferson, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson. Thanks for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. And now let's take a look at our player of the game, James Harden.
And it's going to be San Antonio off the tip. A look at the San Antonio Spurs opening lineup. We've got Kawhi Leonard. Robinson is out there with Duncan. Then there's Gervin. And it's Parker in at the point.
Yeah, and at 7-1, Duncan is a problem in the paint. Outstanding with his extension there, just hammering it home.
Here's Parker after Penny Hardaway's bucket. Robinson a screen on Hill. And it's Robinson with the jam.
Love the show of force there from Robinson. When he's deep inside, it is clear for takeoff.
Right here.
O'Neal sets the screen for McGrady. And he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
Doing it with style. McGrady punishing the D for giving him that kind of airspace.
And now just over a minute played here in the first. To the inside. Parker passes to Leonard. Robinson on the wing, defended by Shaq. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And that's good. Kawhi Leonard for 3.
Just another place you have to take Leonard seriously. He's so capable from the outside.
Hill looking around. Gervin against McGrady. The kick out to Hill. And a miss there on the triple. We've seen a quick start here for the Spurs. It's a 3-point game. Here's Parker. And he uses the glass on the layup.
And when you give Parker room to work his magic down inside, he knows how to finish with style.
Hardaway dishes to Banchero. O'Neal. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
Parker passes to Robinson. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Robinson. And the Spurs making a change here. Dampier's checked in. Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. And it's Banchero missing.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
The Magic trail by 5. Now here's Hardaway. Takes it off the glass. Hardaway has got his second basket.
Well, he's an explosive athlete with tremendous positional size. Hardaway has no issue mixing it up inside.
And that's out of bounds. San Antonio will retain possession. Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Dampier, the pass to Duncan. And Duncan throws it down hard.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA. The lead is what it is right now.
Well, that's too easy. As he says, let me add to my highlight.
And this is why Shaq's teammates lob it up for him. They trust him to finish that alley-oop.
And so it's Leonard with it. He'll bring it up for the San Antonio Spurs. 3-point lead. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Magic will take it.
Well, that's an unforced error. If you want to drive your coach crazy, that's the way to do it.
Manu Ginobili, he's checked in for San Antonio.
2 minutes remaining.
And it's Hardaway slamming it down.
And if you want athletic ability, then look no further. Hardaway with a stylish jam.
Hardaway has gone 3 for 3 from the floor. And San Antonio calls the first timeout of the game.
And as fans and broadcasters, we're not permitted to hear the specifics in these huddles.
Well, as a coach, you want to cover just 1 or 2 major points. That way guys can absorb it and go out and execute.
Here's Duncan. Good, and the assist goes to Gervin. Duncan's got 6 points.
Yeah, he makes it look so easy out there. The game comes naturally to him.
Here's Hardaway. San Antonio with the rebound. Pass to Gervin. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allen.
Hey, well, Paolo Banchero has the Seattle skyline tattooed on his shoulder, and he says guys from there naturally have a chip on our shoulder because we feel like we're not seen as much as some of the other places around the country. Being born and raised, my mom and dad from there, it's in my blood. Kevin?
A lot of pride in his hometown. Thanks a lot, Allie. That ties the game. 9 points in the game so far.
And smart ball movement there from Banchero. And that selflessness will endear him to his teammates.
Ginobili with a screen on Hardaway. Pass to Leonard. Fires the 3. He's out of bounds. Pass touched by O'Neal.
Coming out of the floor for San Antonio, David Robinson. LaMarcus Aldridge.
Here's Dampier. Over Hardaway. Again, the miss by the Spurs.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Here's McGrady. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. And that concludes a high-scoring first quarter with both teams tied up. After this break, we'll be back with the start of the second quarter on... And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And guys, for the Magic, what jumps out to you so far? And numbers-wise.
Way to set the table. Offensively, they dominated on the interior.
Well, if they're going to be that ferocious inside, this defense is in for a long night.
Hill out there with Banchero. Then it's O'Neal. Then there's Hardaway. And it's McGrady in at shooting guard. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Magic.
Assisted buckets. Every team wants them. They show you're running effective team offense.
And that one is off.
Come on, you can't be doing that. I know these guys want to put on a show, but you can't pass up scoring opportunities. Well, you love the unselfishness, makes the next pass, and enables his team to capitalize on the possession.
Ginobili outside. No good with the triple. Orlando trailing here. Banchero kicks to Hill. That falls. Nice feed that time from Banchero. Hill's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over. Parker's checked in for Dampier. Just about a minute and a half has gone by here in the second. Robinson a screen on Hill. Here's Keenan. And Robinson is right there. And the Spurs lead by 1.
I mean, just throwing himself on the offensive glass. Robinson knows he has the size and length to catch.
Oh, my goodness! He changed hands quite a bit in this one.
And, guys, I think each team knows they can win this game. Just a matter who can catch that momentum.
Parker passes to Robinson. Outside Aldridge. 5 on the clock. Here's Keenan. Up and in. Off to an efficient start. 2 for 3 from the field.
We'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Well, this is why the fans are here. Each team trading blows, increasing the entertainment value. Well, so many bigs excel from three-point range these days, and he's right up there with the best of them. Easy shot for him. They'll take that every time up the floor.
Here's McGrady.
And McGrady has an impressive vertical there, showing once again with how well he dunks the basketball.
And so it's Ginobili bringing it up now for the Spurs. Trailing by 2. And no good. Trying to use the glass. Pass to McGrady. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played.
Well, McGrady is just going off right now. He's enjoying himself and going after buckets with reckless abandon.
And so it's San Antonio with it. Here's Parker. And sent back by O'Neal. And it's out of bounds. The Spurs able to retain possession here.
In for the Spurs, Victor Wembanyama, Tim Duncan, George Gervin.
Pass to Parker. Back to Gervin. Wembanyama sets a screen for Gervin. And Wembanyama with the flush.
Oh, great decision there. Get it to Wembanyama and let Victor finish as the roller.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Yeah, easy call.
And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Magic.
Well, a lot of times you'll hear coaches yell, get the ball inside, and you can see why. Good things happen when you get the ball into the paint.
And also, they've been draining mid-range jump shots, measuring the defense well, and just taking what they give them.
And the Spurs making a change here. Elliott's checked in.
He's so good at setting up his teammates. Tonight, though, Hardaway's been calling his own number, and boy, has he been prolific.
San Antonio calls timeout. Robinson's checked in for the Spurs. Kawhi Leonard comes in for Elliott. Here's Leonard. Duncan outside. Outside Robinson. Count it. Robinson's got 4 points this quarter.
I love watching Robinson work there in the paint. Possesses that strength and touch around the basket.
And that one's good. McGrady.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Parker passes to Duncan. Over Banchero. Orlando grabs the miss. A chance at a 2-for-1 if they want it.
If I'm them, I try it.
Hardaway against Leonard. 6 on the shot clock. A kick out to O'Neal. And they force the shot clock violation. Great team.
San Antonio ball.
17 seconds left now here in the second. Parker against Hardaway. Nobody near Leonard. And it's good on the assist by Parker. Here's Hardaway. There's the drive. Yep, that one goes. Hardaway has got 15. And that'll do it for the first half of competitive game so far. Magic lead by 5. We're going to step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after our halftime. And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. What a game we're seeing from Penny Hardaway.
And, you know, I don't think he'll top the assist charts this year, but early on he's done a great job of keeping the ball hopping around.
Yeah, and I'm a little surprised, but he's been focused on passing the ball. You got to give him credit.
On the floor for San Antonio, Duncan out there with Robinson. Then it's Tony Parker. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's Gervin in at the 2 spot. And Hardaway gets it to go.
Man, he's got such a great touch and feel around the basket. He made that reverse look easy.
Duncan outside. Duncan. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Leaving no doubt Duncan gets the rebound and powers that one.
And it's a great finish!
Oh, my.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either. Here's Duncan. Duncan.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Yeah, I like how they're establishing their interior presence right away. That's going to collapse the defense and create other opportunities.
Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over. We've seen Penny Hardaway really having a great game.
Well, as a coach, you have to make adjustments to put a stop to all the damage he's doing. The way they've defended him is not cutting it.
Leonard kicks to Parker. And one. That one goes careening off the glass. Leonard with the steal. It's Gervin on the wing. They get a hand on it. Hardaway with the steal. Driving the lane.
That's how to throw it down with a flourish. Guys, windmill that baby home.
Oh, you're right. And he does it on the reverse just for good measure. Spurs trail by 7. Parker with the bounce pass. And it's slammed in by Gervin.
A little artistry in the painted area, converting against the size.
Yeah, he didn't let the defense affect him there. He just kept his focus.
McGrady against Gervin. 5 to shoot. Shot from 12. A shot by McGrady, no good. And here are the Spurs. Parker passes to Duncan. And Duncan throws it down.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
And guys, you cannot allow that in a close game. You have to make it harder than that.
Inside. And it's slammed in by Gervin.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. Lets it go with the 3. A shot by McGrady, no good.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
Good on that shot, and with that, the Magic lead is cut down to 1 on the bucket from Gervin. McGrady kicks to Banchero. Hardaway, that's a 2-pointer. Cans the shot with nobody near him. Hardaway has got 19 points.
Just a great hustle play there. Energy and passion. This is what you play the game for.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Paolo Banchero. That is his first foul of the game. And the Spurs making a change here. Dan Pierce checked in. Here's Leonard. Good. Kawhi working near the hoop.
Such a strong wing. Kawhi can more than handle his own down low.
McGrady outside. Over Gervin. Hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good. He's got 22.
He's creating good looks and shooting very efficient.
Here's Dampier. Walk up 2 there.
Resourceful move there. That was not an easy one to convert.
Well, you've got to be creative when you're up against a bigger defender.
Hardaway kicks to Banchero. Banchero, a screen on Gervin. Here's McGrady. Kicks it out to Banchero. Hardaway for 3. Robinson pulls it in. Robinson's got his 7th rebound here tonight. And it's Gervin missing. The Magic with the lead. McGrady dishes to Banchero. Back to McGrady. Duncan grabs the rebound.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
There's no air space there whatsoever. That's as close as you can get without foul.
Third quarter, guys, and this has been a neck-and-neck game.
Both teams getting it done defensively, as evidenced by the 8 lead changes thus far.
After the review,
it turns out the officials are going to review the play to see if he released the ball before the buzzer.
And the NBA Replay Center in Secaucus is queuing it up, and even before we look at the replay, I'm pretty sure he got that off in time.
And we've reached the end of the third quarter. Just a terrific... And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Now that is an elite level dig. What a great basket.
And with these teams locked in a very close... the catch and the flush. O'Neal.
And this is what you love about the game. Superb defense, great steal, and just like that, they add 2 points to this narrow lead.
And a wide open look for Gervin. The three-pointer, no good.
Well, the defense catches a break there. You expect him to make those.
Oh, Kevin, get a load of that one. Take that play and put it in the alley-oop textbook, boys.
Perfectly done. You're right. He put it on a platter for him. Pass to Aldridge to the middle. Here's Parker. That's good, and it's Wembanyama with the assist.
Oh, nice setup by Wembanyama. On top of everything else, this guy has an incredible IQ.
Here's Hardaway. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Hardaway has got 23 points.
Locked and loaded tonight. Whenever he's got any kind of a decent look, he's knocked it down.
And that's who you want to go to with the game on the line.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
Well, you know this is when they lean on him, and he delivers with a much-needed score.
Here's McGrady, and he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
He's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Insane dunk.
And now they're starting to rub it in, build up a lead, and here we go, baby. It is showtime. Driving inside.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. Here's Gervin. Good for another bucket. He's made half a dozen now, 6 for 8 on the night.
And that's about the worst defense I can imagine a team playing coming down the stretch.
Yeah, there's no excuse for giving that up. That's the absolute last thing you want to have. Well, he saw the height advantage he had and went right up with it. That's exactly what you want him to do there.
And so it's Parker with it. He'll bring it up for San Antonio. The height of Wembanyama on the lob. Wow!
The perfect lob partner. Wembanyama with elite hand-eye coordination.
Here's McGrady. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. McGrady's got 16 points here in the second half.
And coming down the stretch here, both teams still on fire.
Yeah, in hopes that your opponent is just going to go cold. That's not going to happen, it doesn't look like in this one. This might go down to whoever has the last possession.
Oh, and he misses the dunk.
Yeah, he might want to avoid looking over at the bench for a little bit here. A missed dunk like that is infuriating to a coach.
He's off from 3.
And that shot isn't the one they should be taking if they want to make this comeback happen.
With the crossover.
Meeting the defense with power, McGrady holds nothing back and finishes in motion.
The free throw good, McGrady. Some changes here for the Spurs. Robinson's checked in for Victor Wembanyama. Duncan comes in for Aldridge. And it's Leonard in for Ginobili. Timeout, Spurs. We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear the Spurs coach going over their plan during the break. There was a sense of urgency. Coach said, quote, "We are right there, guys. Stay together and trust one another. Let's take this one. Guys, let's see how that message resonates with the team."
Great work as always, Allie. Thank you. Now, Banchero takes advantage. That J is good.
And this is the type of go-to scorer this team wants Banchero to be. They love his confidence. How about the concentration from Duncan? Doesn't budge, even in the biggest of moments.
Duncan with the rebound. Spurs trail by 5. Here's Leonard. Leonard lets it rip from 3.
Well, this is what he does. A proven scorer in the clutch.
Now Banchero to tie it up. And the crafty layup. Good.
And Tony Parker does it again.
And there's the dunk.
Oh, he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there. Sure. Hill against Leonard. On the wing, Duncan. And yeah, it's good.
And Duncan just superb when he gets in close to the basket. Has a number of moves to choose from, and that soft, delicate touch near the rim. That is world class.
Yeah, and I can say from experience, his coach just breathed a huge sigh of relief.
Now Leonard. O'Neal there for the rebound. I think we'll see them burn the clock a bit here.
Yeah, smart move. Like the size McGrady has inside. Fantastic at kind of angling his body there for the interior shot.
Now Leonard. Robinson sets a screen for Leonard. It's blocked by Shaq. And now we've got the intentional foul. And it's the Magic's ball. It's a 5-point game. And an intentional foul right there. He drops the first one, and that increases their lead to 6. Second one is good. Being both at the line, and it's a 7-point game.
Taking care of business at the line. Converting on all those free throws helps them build this lead.
Offensive struggles continue, missing again. The 19-foot shot. Good. And so it's Orlando winning this one. A confident win, and one where they clearly showed the greater effort.
Yeah, I mean, it was a solid performance, particularly here at home. And I think they built off